Welcome to Crowd Observations 83. Let's start off with something that makes me throw up. When there is a jam on the freeway and similar roads, all drivers have to form an emergency corridor so that emergency vehicles can get where they are severely needed. In this case here, there happened to crash with a motorbike and the rider got critically injured. He needs that ambulance, but it can barely move forward because mainly the goddamn truck drivers are parking their huge vehicles in the middle of the freeway. What is happening here only cost rather small fines for the oblivious drivers, while there is some poor bastard at the tip of this blockade who may be fighting for his life and desperately waiting for this ambulance to arrive. How do especially truck drivers come not to form an emergency corridor? They need to get additional driving education regularly. They can't tell me that they didn't know about something like an emergency corridor. Let's calm down with something that's also very annoying, but less critical. I don't know what it is that makes people fail so often at double lane turns. Certainly an expensive fail, 6,000 bucks. Oh, we got a long and blind bend? Doesn't get any better than this, let's pass that sucker! Well, that was a rather close story, and while the other car subtracts itself from the equation only seconds later anyway, the other one is still determined to make it past the truck. This maneuver here isn't as critical as the previous one, but I don't think this oncoming car didn't feel too well here either. And if you ask me, when you were rather close to a crash seconds earlier, and then you keep going like you are running from somebody, oi, smell shite! We got an entrance lane to the freeway here, and watch this truck ahead there. Our man stopped for assistance and to offer himself as a witness. Other witnesses pointed out that the white car wanted to pass the truck to the right. Always a great idea. So we don't know who was sentenced guilty for what in this case, but just as some advice, don't just chill to the right side of a trucker's cabin, because that's the spot where you can see the least around his vehicle. Crashes like this one keep happening, so that should make you think. We are driving with Luke in his Tesla, and while we have seen our share of stupid passes, this one here is a whole new level of idiot. Not only because of the obnoxious way he's bypassing us on the wrong side, but does he even know the power of a Tesla? If Luke would only gently touch the pedal, he would have already been a mile ahead before that old Toyota had even finished the turn. Traffic goes slow, both lanes have the same speed, no driver can go faster than another one, but still people are more important than others, so you better make space for your majesty. But there is somebody worse than your majesty. It's your emperor, and he literally owns the road. All of you will get punished for being in his way. The delivery man to the right wants to do his job, but nobody's home. I gotta say, I understand this man's frustration very damn well. The delivering industry is one of the worst ever. Low pay and a very unhealthy, constant stress level. I used to do the exact same job for a few months, and not only do you have so many deliveries to make, but people are constantly not home to receive their junk. And then you need to go there again and again, and additionally, your employer demands that you get rid of the package by asking around in the neighborhood if somebody takes it. You got absolutely no time for that, so those poor people are screwed, and I do not blame him for hating his job. I will never again do this job, and I am encouraging everybody to look out for something different. This industry treats you like garbage, even though it cannot exist at all without those people. Red lights? Who cares? The others are crossing it too, so why shouldn't I? That may have been the same thing those teenagers are thinking in this clip here. A nice little ride on the Autobahn when suddenly... I don't know what his job here is, but this guy got balls simply strolling around in oncoming traffic. We are slowly approaching the next winter, so let's start to get used to it. and getting used to it includes the use of the handbrake.
Oh.
I guess you recognize that it's not the best idea to do that in public traffic. I wonder what the guy in this blue Fiesta over there is thinking. There is a car approaching. Plenty of time to move right ahead of it. We are becoming witness of another majesty. Our man has changed lanes for passing someone, and this van from far back there demands that we make space for him, and he does that getting criminally close to us.
Übersetzung selbst wurde dann von einer Fachübersetzerin vorgenommen, die ausschließlich auf dem Deutsch Sprache übersetzt.
From this recording to this one here, we are missing approximately a minute of footage. We don't know if the camera messed up or if our driver wanted to withhold controversial material. In any case, he told us the van remained behind him all the time, so he is still sticking to our tail here. When our man wants to leave the freeway, this van driver delivers a proper farewell to him. You know, caveman style.
Vetternwirtschaft in Russlands Staatsapparat, die teilweise Millionen Aufrufe auf YouTube haben. Sollte der Fonds als extremistisch eingestuft werden, wäre diese Arbeit...
This idiot wanted to deliver something like a brake check and even failed at that. Well, good for us, I might like to think.
Zum Beispiel im Internet wäre strafbar.
We are standing at the red light here, and isn't it a lovely sight how all those cars are waiting on this bike lane there? It is a joy for cyclists when such a thing happens, but that's only a side story. The main attraction of the show is the guy who follows KO's law. Trucks must be passed, whatever it takes. Here we got a classic case of someone not checking his mirrors for traffic from behind. Our man was going close to 200 kph there, and somebody told me that there is a speed limit of 80. I have been living in this area for many years, and it seems pretty believable to me that this stretch of Autobahn would have a low speed limit, but I could not verify it through the internet. So it's a clear story. If there is no speed limit, the other driver is an oblivious idiot. If there is any speed limit, then the camera driver is a reckless douchebag. 3 lanes on the freeway, and all lanes occupied by trucks. It's not only annoying, it's illegal here. But the funny part is, he can't even pass the other one and gets back to the middle. At least, that's what he's teasing us with. Your indicators are pretty pointless when you aren't using your elephant mirrors at all. And to top it off, he again can't make it. He must be kidding, or as a camera driver observed, this oblivious dumbass is on his phone. A really good idea pushing around 40 tons. Oh look, a ghost cyclist. Oh look, a ghost scooter rider. Cyclist without lights.
Ohne Licht. Licht an!
And car without lights. And while cyclists certainly ride without lights by intention because of ignorance, how the hell does this happen so often with car drivers? Wouldn't you recognize it when there is very little or no light at all in front of you on the road? But hell, why do I even complain? People are so dim-witted in their habits, they will even justify things that are clearly going wrong. This one here at least finally recognized his mistake after minutes of getting flashed at. In any case, I see those people regularly. Sometimes they actually turn on their lights when I am signaling them, but often they keep going like the mindless lemmings they are. Like this specimen here. Various light signals and honking doesn't seem to give him any idea that there might be something wrong.
Gott, die Leute sind so dumm.
This is a bike lane, and behold, there might be cyclists on a bike lane. But some drivers seem to not recognize anything with less than 4 wheels. So much stupidity here. I better get the hell out of here. And you go click on that stuff on the screen. It delivers more of our awesome content to you. See you soon, guys.